I'm just gonna do a little bit of soldering on some zero gauge. Got my propane tank warming up right here, and got my solder. Got my zero gauge. Solder this stuff on. You see, I already tried to, but burned myself, so I had to stop. So I'm gonna give it another try, and I'll get with you when I get finished with this, and then make another video of me putting it on the car. This is gonna be my ground. All right. Already got one soldered. It leaked out a little bit at the bottom, but that's okay. I scraped that right off and put this little boot over it. I'm not very good at soldering, but it's not that bad from my second soldering on the zero gauge. And I'm gonna let it cool for about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna go put it on my car. Alright, I got the zero gauge all cooled down now, and ready to ground it. I gotta ground it right there. Take off my old ground that I have onto the strut tire, and I'm gonna burn it, hook it up to my battery at first. I'm gonna let the engine cool down a little bit. It's kind of warm since I just got back from the store. Finally, after getting this nut loose, I'm starting to take off the old ground and take off this wire that I put here for my voltmeter. That when I got my car oil changed, they ripped it out. I don't know why, but anyways, this is the old ground, 6 gauge, and all it originally had was this one ground right here. I don't know if you can see that, but I added this one since I got my new ant. So we have to change all this to zero gauge, and I'll get back with you when I get it on. I got the old ground out. There it is, ready for some zero gauge. Son of a bitch. The terminals that I bought at the store don't fit my bolts. They said they would, but they don't. It's kind of aggravating when you spend $5 on a freaking terminal and it don't even fucking fit what you need. No zero gauge today. I had to go back with my old ground. Well, check back tomorrow or the next day. Maybe I'll have this problem fixed. After trying to figure out where I'm going to put my ground, since it won't fit on that bolt right there, I took this thing off right here, this off, and sanded it down to bare metal. Sanded this down to bare metal too, and I got this little thing sanded down to bare metal to put my zero gauge ground. I got my little rigged up HID work light so I can see, since it finally got dark outside. And alright, let's do this. Alright, after struggling with what I was gonna do, I got my ground done finally. Got it on that bolt right there. Ran it to my battery. I didn't trim it, just in case if I ever needed to move the ground. And I already checked the voltage. It's sitting at about 14 at idle, which is good. And alright, well, I'll probably have another part up hopefully pretty soon, probably about a week or two, when I get my new zero gauge roll in. And I'll be running the positive to the alternator over there, and then take off this old ground here, ground it to my engine block down there, and put a little fuse on there from my alternator. And I'm going to keep the stock power charge line because some cars need it to run. So that's what I'm going to do. Probably within the next week or two. Keep a lookout.